Tune in to Sports 360 with Ahmed Hamad.
On the opening day of the second cricket test match between South Africa and Sri Lanka, South Africa, after winning the toss and opted to bat first, were 269 for the loss of 7 wickets at close of first test play in their first innings. On day 1, 86.3 overs were bowled and South Africa scored their runs at a run rate of 3.10, scoring 269 for the loss of 7 wickets, with Rickelton scoring a century and the captain Temba Bavuma continued his supreme form, scoring another half-century. He made 78, while Kyle Verreynne, the wicket-keeper batsman, is unbeaten on 48. So these were the 3 significant performances so far in their first inning from South Africa. Winning the toss and opting to bat first, their start was very poor. They lost their first wicket on the 7th ball of the inning. Yes, second over, first ball, and they lost their first opener, Tony Zorzi, leg before by Fernando, without scoring on the very first ball. He took a review but was out, hitting the stump, and he was plumb right in front. So South Africa were on back foot from the word go, losing their opener very early. But then they lost the wicket of Aiden Markram, who scored only 20 from 35 balls with the help of 4 fours, with a strike rate of 57. And in the 12th over, South Africa were 32. They lost the wicket of Aiden Markram, who was clean bowled by Lahiru Kumara. Another 12 runs were added to South African total, and they reached 44. Lost the wicket of Tristan Stubbs, their 3rd wicket in the 16th over. He was also out after scoring just 4 runs. He stayed at the wicket, faced 18 balls, but could only score 4 runs at a strike rate of 22. He was caught by a bandis off the bowling of Lahiru Kumara. Then the 133 runs partnership for the 4th wicket between Temba Bavuma and Rickelton brought South Africa back into the game, stabilizing their inning, and Temba Bavuma scored 78 in that partnership and Rickelton contributed 52. They both put on 133 from 224 balls. But when the score reached 177 in the 53rd over of the inning, they lost the wicket of their captain Temba Bavuma, scoring 78 from 109 balls, hitting 8 fours and 1 6, and his strike rate was 71.55. He was also caught by wicketkeeper Mendes off the bowling of Asitha Fernando. 9 runs later, they lost their 5th wicket, and that is of David Battingham. He was clean bowled by Parbat Jayasuriya for 6. He faced 19 balls, but was struggling against the left-arm leg spinner Parbat Jayasuriya. Another crucial partnership from South African point of view, this 6-wicket partnership between Kyle Verreynne and Rickelton put on 77 from 158 balls, and Kyle Verreynne scored 47 in that partnership from 83 balls, while Rickelton scored 27 from 75 balls. The main reason for them scoring runs slowly was they have to stay at the wicket and kill the time. 77 runs were added, and they lost their 6th wicket at 263 in the 86th over, and Rickelton, after scoring a century from 250 balls with the help of 11 fours and with a strike rate of 40, he out after scoring a century. He was out at 101. He was caught by Pathun Nissanka off the bowling of Lahiru Kumara. In the dying moments of the day's play, South Africa lost their 7th wicket of Marco Jensen. He made 4 runs from 5 balls with the help of 1 4, and he was bowled by Vishwa Fernando. So South Africa were 269 for the loss of 7 wickets in 86.3 overs. 8 extras were also in that total. Sri Lankan bowlers bowled 4 wide balls, 2 no balls, 1 leg by and 1 by. Looking at the Sri Lankan bowling, Vishwa Fernando, 16.3 overs, 5 maiden, 46 runs and 1 wicket, and his economy was 2.78. Asitha Fernando, 19 overs, 1 maiden, 67 runs and 2 wicket, and his economy was 3.52. He bowled 3 wide balls. Lahiru Kumara, 13 overs, 2 maiden, 54 runs and 3 wicket. His economy was 4.15, but he captured 3 wickets. He also bowled 1 wide and 2 no balls. Parbat Jayasuriya, the left-arm leg spinner, bowled the most number of overs. He bowled 29 overs, 4 of them were maiden, gave away 74 runs and capturing just 1 wicket, but his economy was 2.55. Dhananjaya De Silva bowled 9 overs, 1 maiden, 26 runs and no wicket with his economy of 2.88. In the first hour, only 11.2 overs were bowled and South Africa were 32 for 2. They reached their 50 in 16.5 overs, and at lunch they were 82 for the loss of 3 wickets from 27 overs, with Ryan Rickelton batting on 29 along with their captain Temba Bavuma, who was unbeaten on 27. The fourth wicket partnership of 50 came from 82 balls, with Ryan Rickelton contributed 20 and Temba Bavuma 32 runs. South Africa reached their 100 runs from 31.1 overs, which means they took 188 balls to reach 100 runs. Temba Bavuma reached his 50 from 57 balls with the help of 7 fours and 1 6. And at drink after lunch, South Africa were 133 for 3 in 40 overs, with Ryan Rickelton batting on 49 along with Temba Bavuma, who reached his half century, and then Ryan Rickelton also reached his half century from 121 balls with the help of 7 fours. South African fourth wicket contributed 100 runs in 156 balls. Ryan Rickelton made 37 and Temba Bavuma 61 in that partnership. South Africa then reached the 150 in the 44th over from 265 balls, and at tea, South Africa were 179 for the loss of 4 wickets from 54 overs, with Ryan Rickelton making 72 and David Bedingham was unbeaten on 1. South Africa reached their 200 runs in the 67th over from 399 balls, and then at drinks in the last session they were 220 for the loss of 5 wickets from 71 overs. Rickelton was batting on 85 and Kyle Verreynne on 21. This 6th wicket also put on 50 from 114 balls, with Ryan Rickelton making 20 and Kyle Verreynne 28. Ryan Rickelton reached his 100 from 231 balls with the help of 11 fours. South Africa reached 250 from 79.2 overs, and when the new ball was taken in the 81st over, from there onward, only 6.3 overs were bowled from the new ball, and South Africa at close of first day's play in their first inning were 269 for the loss of 7 wickets, with Kyle Verreynne batting on 48. Remember, South Africa is leading the 2-match series, winning the first Test match at Durban by 233 runs.
Keep on watching Sports 360 with Ahmed Hamad for latest news, views, and interviews of sports personalities from around the world.